What's up, guys? It's Ash the Wolf, and today I am covering the top 3 meanest things I have ever done. And I feel bad for these, except the first one, to this day. So, yeah, okay, here we go. So, I was in 4th grade when I did this, and all of these are in school, so, meanest school things, I guess, but I knew this guy named Zach through my dad's friend, and we went to the same elementary school. He's a year older than me, so he was in 5th, and I was in 4th. So, me being my stupid self, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to him and, like, be his friend or whatever. But he ended up cursing me out and being really mean to me. So, what did I do, you ask? I punched him in the balls. He fell to the ground crying, and keep in mind we were at recess, so there was a lot of people and teachers around. Back then, I had a lot of friends, and my friends gathered around him, like circled around him, like that, and he was here, right? And we all just stood there and pretended like we were talking, and nobody noticed a crying 12-year-old boy just laying there wishing he hadn't used that type of language. I don't regret that. And when I went home and told my dad, he was actually proud of me because I stood up for myself, and he brings it up to Zach to this day, and it's hilarious because Zach doesn't want to remember a girl punching him in his bits. Okay, this one was in 6th, and my friend Marcus, who had been my friend for about 2 years to then, he tripped and fell and hit his head last period on a desk in English. So we were all ready to leave, but he slipped and fell and hit his head straight on the side of a desk. And he had clearly gotten a concussion, and all I did was just kind of stand there. He was just laying there, depressed, and I was just... I laughed under my breath, and not even he could hear it, but I just thought it was hilarious that he fell and tripped and hit his head on the desk. And Marcus, I'm sorry, I love you, you know I love you, I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. This last time anyway, I knew this guy named Kellen in middle school, and I met him in like 6th grade, and he was a sweetheart, right? He was an optimist, and I was a pessimist. An optimist is someone who expects the best out of things and expects the world to be la-di-da, and a pessimist, like myself, is someone who believes that people are out to get you. So, I always was very cynical and pessimistic and all this, and he was nice and friendly to everyone. And he said something one day that made me really mad for some reason, and we were in lunch, and I knew the math teacher's daughter, so we were allowed to eat lunch in the teacher's room since I knew her daughter and I was like her best friend. And he said something that made me really mad that day, and I automatically started roasting him on the spot. I said everything I hated about him, everything, how much of a crybaby he was, and all of this, and I left him crying, and I just walked out of the room and just, like, pretend there was an explosion behind my back, because that's exactly how I felt. And I walked out of that room so confident, and then when I realized a day later what I did, I was like, Astrid, you are a terrible person! And Kellen, for the record, I'm sorry I did that, but no, there's no but. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person, okay? I'll leave a link to Kellen's channel. He has a gaming channel. I will leave a link in the description. You should check it out. I know this was a fairly short video, but I didn't have a lot of time today, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I actually had a lot of fun making this because I've told my parents these things, and I tell, like, maybe 2 other people, and that's it. So it's like, this was actually kind of fun to do. Alright, guys, I'll see you again in the next video. See ya, bye!